Oh, it's a video. Oh, live stream. Oh, what's up, y'all? What's good, gang? What's good, gang? My fault, man. You know what I'm saying? I was waking up from a nap. You hear me? What's up with y'all, man? It's your boy Protect, man. We're going to have a live stream tonight. Tonight, man. What's up with y'all, man? How y'all doing tonight? Back with another live stream. I haven't streamed in a while. Shout out to y'all, though. I'm watching the videos and catching the content. I appreciate y'all. If I could talk, glory to God. On God right right now, God's going to do it. Pray for all you guys. Jesus name, pray. Amen. Today's live stream is on commands. Take command. You hear me? Sport. Shut your peanut head looking. But we'll get to you later on, sir. But what's up with y'all, man? We back on our live stream tonight. Tonight we got a special guest who's going to be pulling up in a little bit. But I want to go ahead and come on early, slightly early, to give y'all some ground rules and give you guys, how we're going to, a certain structure tonight, how we're going to do this live stream. So, got Louis T pulling up, you already know. Big dog Lou about to be in a little bit. But before Lou does get here, hey, quick ground rules. The way we're going to do this tonight is we're going to discuss OTAs, briefly the draft. I have not talked to Louis T since the draft has actually occurred. Talk the draft a little bit, favorite draft pick, very briefly. Also, we'll talk about the roster, what his thoughts on the roster in general, what's our weakest position, our strongest position on the roster. And then we are going to go to give it to you guys in the panel. So you guys in the comments. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the stream for you guys. Also, I will be opening up phone lines tonight. I am getting my personal cell phone number. Please do not call me outside the stream if you don't know me. So no, you call me anytime, honestly speaking. But look, bro, shut your chestnut head, walnut head, your bing, 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 bobblehead looking. If I cut you up, leave me alone, bro. I'm phoning them grave. I'm talking. I'm phoning them. Chill out. If I go grab my stick, say no. But not for real, though. All right, I wish like Chicago do too much lately. But not for real, though. Awesome, real stuff, though. So what we're going to do is we're going to discuss everything. As you guys are commenting in the comment section, if your comment is toward Louis T, use hashtag Louis T or hashtag Louis T Live, which he does on his channel, to get your comment read by Louis T. If you're asking me a specific question, please hashtag Protect or, Protect Sports or PSN to get your comment read by me specifically. Also, super chats are taking priority. A lot of you guys will be commenting tonight, so please super chats take priority. So do not get mad if your comment's not being read before a super chat. Super chats will be taking priority. If you want to skip the line of comments, go ahead hit the super chat button. If not, your comment will be read as we look through the comment section. So that's how we're going to do it tonight. And one more thing I said, we're going to open it up at the end of the stream for you guys to pull up, ask Lou questions, ask me questions. I don't know how long Louis T is going to be on. I'm guessing probably between 60 to 90 minutes max. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and have him on as soon as he pulls up. We're going to get right into it. But I'm going to ask some comments in the comment section real quick, laying down ground rules. I have to. This is a special guest. This is a big guest. Have to do that. So, you like the Boulder Medea drop on Naruto. I'm a strong Boulder there, mother. I'm tired of you talking trash. Your little chestnut head, walnut head, bobble head. Your not your David Ortiz body having a, leave me alone. Like a feud between Sakura, John Kiwi, the ultimate uselessness. I died no Sakura in my soul, boy. I'm a Chidori you. I'm a Sasuke you. That's it. I'm saying Chidori. Ah! Put you in the shadow realm, boy. Leave me alone. Can't wait for this. I can't wait even. Wait for Louis T to pull up, man. Waiting for the pull up. It's only 8:02, so he'll be in a little bit. Pay Terry should be our number one priority. Yes, it definitely should be for sure. What up, y'all? What up, Jeris? Here he is. Here he is. Yo, what it do?
What's good with you, Tones?
What's going on, man? Our favorite guy, man. Who else could it be but your man, our man, everybody, man? Big dog, LOUIE. How you been, my man?
Hey, man, I'm blessed, man. I'm glad to be on the show, man. So happy to see your growth and progress, and I'm happy to be on the program, man. I appreciate you for having me on.
Oh, for sure, man. You know, I got the big dog on. You the big dog in the community. I bet you had you on. You know what I'm saying? I know Jeris in this comment section looking for you, but we'll have you and Jeris on one day together and let him get his issues off his chest.
Yeah, he had I think he had said something before about he wanted to debate, and I'm like, I mean, where you at? I'm not ducking the smoke. I mean, as a wise man once told me, I'm running up chimneys. I'm looking for the smoke. Where you at? So, hey, but it's all love, man. Jeris, it's all love.
I know.
That's my guy.
The way you said it, like, yeah, I'm looking for where you at though. Like, where you at though?
You know what it is, man.
Hey, Lou, you're hilarious, man. So tonight we're gonna talk a lot of things. I set some ground rules for these wonderful people put onto the stream tonight, so they can go ahead and answer. You can answer their comments that they want to ask you specifically, and vice versa for myself. And we'll talk a lot of things: OTAs, Terry McLaurin drama, whatever drama that is. The whole Deron Payne foolishness,
right?
Them crying about that, and just everything. We're talking draft. I've not talked to you since the draft, so I've gotten your opinions on your channel specifically, but I don't know if the Pro Tech fam has got your, your opinions on the draft and things of that nature. So we'll talk about a lot of things tonight.
Okay.
And I don't know how much time you got. I know you got twins, and I don't know how that's gonna go, but let me know.
I'll definitely let you know if I gotta go. But we just gonna rock out, man. Rock out as long as we can.
Say less. Let me break it. Your forehead will be the key. My man just said my forehead will be the key to victory against a war. Oh my gosh almighty. Stop cutting me up in this comment section. Lord, stop spanking me. Leave me alone. Goodness sake, we got guests here. Respect me. Man. Put some respect on my name. All right, so let's talk OTAs, bro. Okay. What are your thoughts on the first 2 days of it, and what some guys that maybe stood out to you? I know it's only OTAs, not much out of it, but who some guys stood out to you though?
So I don't have anybody that stood out necessarily, as I mentioned. OTAs are OTAs. They're off-season training activities. It's not anything major on the field. I'm more looking forward to what's being said after practice than anything that's actually happening on the practice field. Now, clearly, I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I don't want to hear about anything like that transpiring. But really, I just want to hear what the guys have to say. And I thought yesterday's press conference between Ron Rivera and the players that spoke, I thought that there were a lot of nice little tidbits to chew on there. And, what you're hearing from a lot of the players is about continuity, having a chance to grow. And, like William Jackson III is talking about how much more comfortable he is this year versus last year. How last year playing that zone really threw him for a loop early on in the season. And he's like, it was the Tampa Bay game really after the bye where he really started to get his footing under him and just really starting to adapt and adjust. And now, remember, Bobby McCain was a new acquisition late in the offseason. William Jackson III was a brand new acquisition. We had no OTAs last year because of COVID. Everything was virtual. So these guys really never got to gel and get that rapport down packed. So now he's talking about these guys going bowling and golfing together. And so to me, I think it's really big in sports. If you've got camaraderie off the field or off the court, like I'm a Memphis Grizzlies fan, and everybody wanted to know where did this, explosion of wins and this just energy and this ferocity come from? And it really stemmed from these guys they friends off the court. They all young, they all dumb, young, and hungry, and they all have the same common interests. They all just living life, having fun, and they genuinely got, along with one another. You hear about guys like Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell who can't stand each other. That there's none of that. You want guys that like each other, because if you have a relationship with a dude off the field, then you're going to go to bat and you're going to do everything you can to have that dude's back on the field. You're not looking to point fingers. And the closer you get to somebody off the field, the more you know what they're going to do on the field. Okay. So I know where he's going to be. I know what how he's going to react to this situation. And so you're hearing a lot of that from a lot of the guys. Something that I also took from the conversation is that they want to win, and they want to win this year. Like Antonio Gibson talked about winning this year. Jonathan Allen not only talked about winning, because he's always talking about winning, but I thought he took it a step further, was like, look, we got to find a way to get these fans engaged. We got to find a way to get these fans coming out to these games. We got to give away jerseys on socials. If we got to have, any kind of, giveaways, tickets wise, we got to find a way to keep the opposing fans from infiltrating the stadium, taking over and making it feel like a road game at FedEx. So they're taking it even a step further, trying to engage the fans and get them more involved. And I can say I appreciate the gesture. I don't know if it's going to work, but I appreciate the gesture. And so you see some of those things. Ron Rivera talked about, running back by committee, but he also talked about no joint practices,
I saw that
off season in training camp. So there will be no team coming here or us going there and having practices with them throughout the course of the week leading up to the preseason game. So, those kinds of things you take from what was being said at OTAs.
Yeah, I completely agree with everything you said. How do you feel about the no joint practices? I'm not a big fan of it, honestly.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me. I know that's the new thing now, joint practices, because what you see is a lot of teams not playing their players in the preseason. So what they do is they try to get the most they can out of those joint practices so that when the actual preseason game takes place, they've gotten what they needed from the other team. They don't put their guys on the field at risk. And, that's how teams like the Chargers, for instance, that's what they did. The Rams, they didn't play any of their players in the preseason in any game last season. Why? Because they had joint practices pretty much set up with every opponent that they played. So they would practice against them throughout the week. The game would take place. They wouldn't play any of their players, but they felt like they got the work that they needed to get in to be prepared. So, there's that side of the coin. For me, I don't really care. I don't really put too much stock into it. Whether you play your players or not, last year was a big thing for me, not playing your players. And then the Rams played 0 players in the preseason and won the Super Bowl. So as far as I'm concerned, I think we put a lot more stock into the preseason than needs to be put into it. Joint practices are cool. Tempers are going to flare. I really don't care for joint practices all that much, but it's really beneficial to the teams if it's done well and you can stop any altercations from happening, but you can never guarantee that. It's hot outside, tempers are flaring, dudes have been going at it for the last, 3 weeks, and now they finally get to hit somebody else. And, all it takes is one dude to be out of pocket. And next thing you know, you got 60 dudes going at it. So I'm not a big fan of the joint practices, but I know they do serve a purpose.
Yeah. I completely agree with that. I like joint practices, like you said earlier, just because we don't have to play our guys. We don't have to play our guys in the preseason. Like we can get our work in during practice. Mm-hmm. Hey, it's not a full-on contact type of thing. Get it done. Hey, we don't got to play our guys. Let them sit down. Let them chill out. Mm-hmm. And the Rams, like you said, the Rams did it and won the Super Bowl. They won the damn Super Bowl. Like I don't understand. Like maybe a couple. I wouldn't like overdo it, but I mean, please do a couple. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it, to be honest. I just don't like the fact that
maybe some of it. I don't know what our preseason schedule looks like, but some of that too is the relationships you have with the other teams that you're playing in the preseason. If you have a good working relationship with the coach of the other team, then you can work out joint practices. If I don't know you, I don't rock with you like that, it's hard for me to then agree to do joint practices with you. So
for sure,
that could be something that is that kind of weighed into the decision making. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we seen how joint practices go. D'Angelo Hall and DeAndre Hopkins way back when.
Yeah, exactly.
He got got spanked towards Achilles, right?
It was bad at all. Got embarrassed and got in his feelings.
Oh my gosh, that was funny. Those are funny days. But yeah, there. I completely agree with most of what you said over there with that. You can't really get enough out of OTAs, bro. Like they just chilling, throwing a couple balls and Everybody's freaking out about Wentz throwing a pick. Bro, stop that. Chill, bro. Like, bro, we had Taylor Heineke throw 5 picks in the practice and training camp last year. Chill out, bro. It's not that serious. It's not that serious.
It's crazy where we've come to, where we're having conversations about a pick being thrown in OTAs. Like, come on, man. It's ridiculous. It's got to stop. At some point, it's got to stop, man. It's only getting worse. I never thought I'd actually have to utter the words OTA pick in a sentence, but yeah, that's crazy. You'll never hear me talking about it. That's a damn shame.
Like when JP Fleet tweeted on Twitter, he was like, it's not a big deal, bro.
I mean, the fact that he even had to tweet that out is ridiculous. I wouldn't have even tweeted it out. I just laugh at that, shake my head, and keep it pushing. Like I only had the energy to entertain that kind of stuff.
You know, the beat writers got Gary. They got to get out of it. You know how it goes.
Of course,
you know how it goes.
They got a job to do. I understand.
They got a job to do.
That's rough though.
Dog, hilarious.
That's rough.
Like the comment section, it was just like just trashing this man. I'm like, bro, it's OTAs.
Yeah,
this is not a regular season game. We're not playing the Eagles. Ain't Burber not pick 6 in them.
The comment section is the worst place to be for anything, which is why it's a train wreck. It's a car accident, which is why we can't turn away. You know, you see a comment, and the first thing you want to do is read the comment section of it. You know, you see a tweet, you see a post, you're like, let me see what they talking about in the comment section. Because a lot of times I'm not adding to the conversation. I'm a lurker, so I don't add anything to it necessarily. I mean, I'm getting better at that, actually, giving my 2 cents, but I'm a lurker, so I'm usually just reading. And the stuff that people say, man, they be out of pocket. When I'm talking about out of pocket, I'm talking about they be so out of line. I'm just like, wow, man. But that's the freedom people feel when they're behind a keyboard and they're essentially anonymous.
For sure. You ain't lying. Unless they're one of us, a content creator, we're not anonymous. We say something, it's gonna be said to someone else. So yeah. But yeah, it was just I just found that hilarious. Like, yeah, I agree with you. You're definitely a lurker. I don't see you comment on anything. You comment on my favorite NBA player, but we won't talk about that though. Because I can't disagree with you. I'm not mad. I'm mad at him. I'm not mad at you because it's facts are facts. My boy Chris Paul is never gonna win a ring.
Yeah. Wow. Oh yeah. Well. Yeah. Because you had commented the other day about Chris Paul, and I'm like, oh, that sucks. Sucks to be you if you're a Chris Paul fan. But
oh my gosh, I've been a fan of Bruh since he was a Hornet. So that's been my
you
dog.
Go way back.
Way back. That's my dog. Like I cannot be a fan of this guy.
I'm questioning your character now, Tones. Is you a fan of Chris Paul, man? I'm
not a fan of the antics. I'm a fan of him being a pure quintessential point guard.
Okay.
That is all.
I can get with that.
Okay, now all the little side bull drop. No, Chris, you gotta stop that. He should have been stopped that.
Yeah, he'd be too old for the nonsense. But that's Chris Paul, man. That's who he is.
That is for sure true. That is for sure true. If you talk about OTAs, what were your thoughts on the draft? Exactly. I got your thoughts, but I don't know if they got your thoughts. What were your thoughts on the NFL?
I thought it was a really good draft. I don't think it was a great draft yet, but for what we needed, and it to me fit the narrative of the offseason, which I talked about us being desperate this offseason, Ron wanting to win right now. And I thought the draft was a continuation of that. So, everything that we did this offseason spoke to winning now. And the draft, I thought, was indicative of that because they didn't look for guys with upside like they did last year with Jamin Davis or the year before with Antonio Gibson. Guys that they knew right away might not give them exactly what they're looking for, but they know that there's upside and there's talent here. And if we continue to work with these guys, we could be sitting on a gem. That was what they did in previous drafts. The first draft when Ron got here, when Kyle Smith was still here, a lot of guys with upside that they took in that draft. Last year's draft, a lot of guys taken with upside that didn't necessarily move the needle right here and now. But, with work, this guy could, potentially come in here and really help. That's not the case this year. You know, this year, a bunch of senior players, a bunch of guys that played a lot of college football, guys that they think can come in and help immediately. Not immediately. Okay, guys that can step in, and Jahan Dotson right away, if he's not contributing as a receiver, which he will, he's already talked about at OTAs, I'm fielding punts. So I don't know if that's going to be something that he does on the norm, but and I don't think it will be either, but he's fielding punts. You know what I mean? They might a special situation, they need a big return, they may throw him back there. Who knows? You look at Fadarian Mathis, we already thin at defensive tackle. Like, he's got to play. That's not optional. He's got to play. He's going to play a significant amount of snaps, you know, and as the season wears on, he may play even more snaps. You know, you look at Brian Robinson Jr. Ron just said yesterday, hey, we doing this thing running back by committee. That means if this man gets the hot hand on the second drive of the game, who's to say that he doesn't get the bulk of the carries that game? Who knows how it's going to go? I still think it's Gibby's job. And until otherwise notified, it's Antonio Gibson's job to lose. But Brian Robinson, make no mistake about it, he's going to be a factor on this football team this upcoming season. He's going to get tons of reps. Same can be said with their 4th round pick, Percy Butler. You already had Ron Rivera say, look, man, we played, you know, 3 safeties on the field 53% of the time last season. So at a bare minimum, this guy's going to play at least 53% of the snaps for the upcoming season. Who says that about a 4th round pick? Who says that about any pick? When they tell you specifically, hey, last year we played 53% of, you know, the free safety look, 53% of the time. So at a bare minimum, we're going to play at least 3 safeties on the field 53% of the time. So Percy Butler has to be prepared to play at least 53% of the snaps. That's significant. And that means that's a baseline. That's the bottom line. He may play more than that. I mean, as you continue to go in the draft, they got high hopes for Cole Turner. I mean, the only guy that they drafted with upside that they don't intend on playing anytime soon is Sam Howell. So that and that's because they had no intentions of taking a quarterback. He just happened to be there in the 5th round. They were like, okay, we got to stop this nonsense. So that in the entire draft screams guys that we want to come in and help right away. And that screams what this offseason is screamed, which is we're desperate. We need to win, and we need to win now.
I completely agree with that. That the draft did scream that, because you got a lot of guys who's going to play right away, like you already stated. I know everyone wants to stream. I know a few people. Brian Robinson, RB1. No.
I ain't buying that yet.
No.
It could happen now. Don't get me wrong, but that's not going to be the case right out of the gate.
No. It's going to take a lot more of Gibby fumbling
or injury or something like that. You know, which we hope. You know, I'm gonna knock on a little bit of wood here. We ain't looking for that to happen.
Sure.
But it's going to take something on the part of you know, AG to really give Robinson the opportunity to be the starting, you know, running back.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it in year 1 at all. I honestly don't see it in year 1. Maybe if Gibby, you know, doesn't have the season that we think he's going to have. I think Gibby's going to have a big season personally anyway.
Yeah, and he talked about, you know, cutting some weight and getting into probably the best shape of his playing career to this point. So I'm anxious to see what year 3 of Gibby looks like, man. He's more comfortable. He's cut weight. He's in phenomenal shape. He's ready to be explosive and dynamic. I want to see what it looks like.
Yeah, I want to see more of that rookie Gibby. The rookie Gibby was getting it in, boy. One cut, go. I'm out of there. You catching me? No?
Yeah.
Adios.
Yeah.
Last year was kind of like 5 yards carry here, 3 yards here, more kind of bruising. I'm like, that's not what I want Gibson to do.
Yeah.
Gibson be that explosive Gibby we saw in his rookie season. So I'm excited to see. I see a little bit of both of that, those 2 versions of Antonio Gibson, or I see more of the rookie version or more of the sophomore version of him. But I think he's going to eat. The kid's too talented.
Yeah, super talented, indeed.
That boy's a dog.
He is. I agree.
He's so fun to watch. He's so fun to watch. When he's healthy, no shin fractures or no turf toe and all that goofy stuff. If he's healthy, it's fun to watch.
Yes, sir. I agree, Tom.
We talked the running back position. What are your thoughts on Terry McLaurin? Is he gonna get his extension?
Of course. Ron even said it's only a matter of time. Like, these things take time. and they don't happen overnight. And Jonathan Allen, I thought he was very candid yesterday when he said, "Look, I tried my best to not make it personal, but you talking about somebody's livelihood, it becomes personal." Sure. And he said he was all in his feelings last year when the deal didn't get done up until July. So, he said, "Look, I got mad and I left OTAs last year because I was fed up with where the contract situation was at." And that's just a part of the process. Is Terry's guys are going to be extremely high with their number. Washington is going to be what they deem to be very low. They're going to try to be closer to what they deem to be market value. And Terry and his camp are like, nah, to hell with that. If Christian Kirk is getting XYZ per year, if AJ Brown is getting this amount of money from the Eagles per year, my guy is every bit as good as both of those players with lesser talent around him and lesser, production from the quarterback position. And my guy's producing at the level he's producing at. And he means more to your organization than those guys mean to their respective organizations.
Yeah.
You got to show me the money. All that other stuff you talking about is frivolous. So I think ultimately we get to July, deadline spur action, right? So as we get closer to training camp, that's when the heat starts to be applied to all parties involved and something gets done. So I would predict that the midpoint of June 15th, 16th, somewhere in there, we start to hear Washington nearing a deal. And then, somewhere in that neighborhood, the 18th of July, something like that, Terry McLaurin signs his new contract and we're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah. I think I was talking to someone today. I was talking to Jeris. I was talking to someone. Well, I was talking to my boy Carlos at work. And he was like, "Yeah, you think Terry gonna get paid?" I'm like, "Bro, honestly speaking, man, I think I'm going down to the final hour. It's been 11th hour, 59 minutes. They try to scramble the deal. I don't think he's gonna play preseason. I think he's going to literally the last second, right before the season starts. They gonna kick the money out.
I think
it's gonna take a little longer than Jonathan Allen. I think it is.
I don't think it's gonna take as long as the start of the regular season. I think because they understand the value of having Terry. Like, you got a brand new quarterback, you got all these new pieces. It's imperative that you have Terry in there. The last thing you want to do is have a guy holding out that long and really messing up we talked about continuity and you got a new quarterback and you got all these new moving parts. Jahan Dotson's trying to be integrated. Curtis Samuel really didn't play last year, so he's trying to be integrated into the offense. Last thing you need is to not have your number one wide receiver out there. So I think they understand the situation, the urgency that is necessary to get the deal done. And I think they'll get it done before training camp. That's the deadline for them, is before training camp.
I agree.
Because once you get to training camp, Terry's going to show up, right? Because that's not who he is. He's not going to hold out. What you've effectively done is you've put Terry in a position of power, which you don't want to do. We've been down this road before with Kirk Cousins, with Brandon Scherf. You don't want to go down that road again, because then if I'm Terry, this is what I do. You don't pay me before training camp, I tell you, I don't want to talk now. We'll talk after the season, which I'm not really listening at that point, because now you got a franchise tag. So if you don't get it done, that's the threat from the players. Hey, if we don't get this done before camp, I'm not talking about it during the regular season. I don't want reporters asking me about it. So I'm going to just nip it in the bud and tell everybody, hey, I'm not doing anything contract-wise until after the season. I just want to focus on the season right now. And that'll be the end of that. And Washington would have had their opportunity. They would have missed the boat. And then now you go down this road. It's an ugly dead end. We've been down it multiple times. They don't want to go down that road. They know where that road leads to, and they want no parts of that. So they'll get the deal done.
Yeah, I can agree with that, because they don't want a Brandon Scherf. They tag him twice in the third year. You can't tag him in the third year. It's just way too much money and he just walks for free. Like, you get compensatory pick. What in the heck is a compensatory pick going to do to replace Terry McLaurin? Miss me with that. Like, come on, bro. Like, stop it. So I completely agree. They got to get the deal done. Right? And it also sets the precedent for the rest of the roster. Like, it shows, like, hey, you put the work in and you produce, we're going to pay you. Yeah. If you don't pay a guy like Terry McLaurin, who's one of your face of your franchise, that tells everyone else. It tells the Cameron Curls of the world, the other young players on this team, like Montez Sweat, even maybe Chase Young. Like, oh, I ain't pay Terry. Are they gonna pay me? Like,
That's
exactly
That's exactly what it does. And so Jonathan Allen even spoke to that yesterday about what it means. You know, he's like, look, I feel like anybody has a voice in the locker room. Anybody could be a leader. You don't have to be among the highest paid, but you know, when guys do it the right way, they need to be rewarded. And nobody does it any better than Terry McLaurin. I think Antonio Gibson was the guy that said that. Where he's like, look, you know, nobody does it better than Terry. Like, you know, Terry is the model citizen. He's the guy that the coaching staff says, hey, look at this guy, do it the way he does it. So how can you not pay that dude? It'll get done.
What are your thoughts on Deron though? Like Deron walking away.
So I want to read something. I want to read something somebody sent me. On YouTube. I'm gonna read this comment. It's from Rasheed Bryant, and he writes, "From my understanding, the pain," and then he's got "walk off" in quotes, wasn't as egregious as Ben Standing's report made it out to be. He took part in the conditioning phase and the individual drills, then went to the side field when the team came together for team drills. He and his agent probably feel like that's the most likely time an injury would occur. Think Reuben Foster. So he says he also participated in weight training and meetings later that day. He literally was only on the side during the team drills. I don't blame him. I don't necessarily love it, but I don't blame him. So if that is true, if that's the actual factuals, right? Then
I heard the same thing too.
If that's the actual factuals right there, then there's really nothing to see here. You know, he's just taking care of himself, putting himself in the best position to not only stay healthy and try to get an extension, which I don't think is coming from us, but, you know, be healthy so that he can put film out there for whomever the next prospective team is. Because what he's trying to do is go out and ball this year and take whatever, you know, his agent may think he's worth and maybe add to that by 20-30%. So, you know, the way to do that is to go and set a career high in sacks and stay healthy, because that's the one thing. His one claim to fame is he's the most durable defensive lineman we've had, and it's not close. Everybody else has missed some significant amount of time. He has missed none. He's always been the constant. So he's healthy, he's durable. The best ability is availability. He's always available. We know he can be dominant against the run at times. And now he needs to show that I can not only stop the run, but I can also get after the quarterback. So I think that's the thing he'll want to show this year. And if he's able to do that at a high enough level, he'll get broken off, you know. But right now it's just a situation just worth monitoring. I don't think it's anything major. It's nothing that we need to get bent out of shape about. But just, you know, continue to watch that situation as it unfolds. I do think he is in his feelings a little bit. I think he feels some type of way about Jonathan Allen getting his deal, Terry probably getting his deal, and him not getting his deal. I think he does feel some type of way. I think he feels underappreciated. But because I know you saw his post in the offseason, you know, pretty much saying, I'm going to show y'all. Y'all don't believe in me. Y'all want to trade me, this, that, and the third. Because that post came out right around the draft when the rumors were, hey, we looking to move Deron Payne. Any takers out there? And so I think he's in his feelings a little bit. I don't blame him. You know, it's hard not to be. Again, when things like these happen, things like this happen, and these types of situations arise, it does become a little personal. You do take it personal.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think so. I'll keep my eye on. I honestly speaking, no offense to Deron, I felt the same way you felt in 2018 when we drafted him. We had both had the same reaction. I didn't have a channel back then, of course, but I had the same reaction you had. Excuse my French, but what the fuck is this? Are you serious? Why we drafted Ron Payne over freaking Derwin James and Tremaine Edmonds? It's still beyond me 5 years later. I don't know what they were thinking in their mind and their cranium, but they lost it. I'm like, why? Why? I mean,
it doesn't surprise me.
Like, why?
When you don't know what you're doing, you just do you go to the de facto, hey, we can't mess this up by taking an Alabama player. And that's what Bruce Allen's de facto was like, hey, when all else fails, I'll just take an Alabama player. I know they're well coached. I know they'll come in here, they'll do the right thing, and they'll make me look good. So that was Bruce Allen's, number one thing is, look, how many Alabama players can we fit on the roster?
Yeah, that's true.
That was frustrating, but it is what it is. And Payne's been good. I don't want to make it.
I'm not saying Payne's been trash. No. It's just elite talent out there, and you chose to draft the safe pick. Oh, he's gonna be solid. He's gonna be a solid football player. He's gonna get the job done. He's cool. No, that's what you do in the first round, idiot. You draft the best talent you can draft. That's how people win Super Bowls. Look at the daggone Rams. They trade their first round picks away, but outside. They drafted their foundation. They drafted Aaron Donald. They drafted Cooper Kupp. They drafted these guys. And these guys are producing at a very high level. And then they get high-level players from other teams by trading first-round picks. Something I don't recommend, but they did it and they won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, so it's not for everybody. That's not
for everybody. It ain't for everybody. It's not for everybody. I just knew I was never a big fan of Duran. Honestly speaking, I think he's a solid football player. I like what he brought to the table. I think he does everything at a very decent level, but except for get to the quarterback, like you said, he doesn't get to the quarterback. He doesn't create a bunch of internal pressure. He doesn't get home a lot. He's just a really great run stuffer who can get to the quarterback a little bit. That's cool, but it's not going to win me games all the time. I want a game record. John Allen showed at times last year he was a game record. Dude was getting to the quarterback. Duran, don't do that. So it just
not consistent enough.
It wasn't worth an extension for me. Like, I wasn't paying Duran Payne. Oh, we were paying $15 million to stop the run.
Again, you can find dudes that can, and again, I don't want to undersell his impact, because again, not only has he been a borderline dominant run defender, but he's also been durable. And again, I cannot state. Like, that's part of the reason we love Terry. That's part of the allure of Terry McLaurin is Terry just always accountable. I know I can count on Terry to be on the field, at 1:05 on Sunday afternoon, or 4:15 or 4:25 Sunday afternoon, or 8:15 or 8:30, on a Sunday or a Monday night. Like, I know where Terry McLaurin is going to be at, and that's a refreshing, feeling, and very comforting. That was one of the draws of a Kirk Cousins. Like, we a lot of people shit on Kirk, right? But since he's left, have we had a quarterback play all 16 or 17 games? The answer is no. We haven't had that. And it just kind of speaks to how much, just being available really means in this league. It's a physical sport. It's very physically demanding. And it's not easy to play a full 16 or now 17 slate of games, and people took that for granted with Kirk, and I think people are taking that for granted with Duran Payne as well.
Yeah, I won't say that. I will not take that away from Duran. Like, the durability definitely is a huge factor, and I definitely appreciate him not getting injured. Like, that's a great thing. That's just, like you stated, like everyone states, the best ability is availability.
That's right.
And the dude's always available. Yeah. It's just that I just didn't see the ceiling with Duran. I didn't see it when we drafted him. Mm-hmm. I saw a little bit in 2020, started getting to the quarterback a little bit, and I said, "Oh shit, now we're gonna go to the quarterback." Right. Okay, bro. We got Birdman hand run. We getting to something.
Remember, he was the best pass rusher we had in the playoff game against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers.
Eating. I said, "Oh man, we talking on Duran." And I said, "Come on, Duran, you gonna do me like this, bro?
Right.
You broke my heart, bro. I was happy for you. You broke my heart." Dang, Duran, you people won't do me like that, bro. Like, come on, get to the quarterback, Duran.
Yeah, nah.
Yes, Duran.
He wasn't alone, man. It was rough for just about everybody not named Jonathan Allen last year.
It was extra rough for Chase. We won't talk. We're gonna talk Chase Young. What do you expect from Chase Young this year?
That's a great question, and it's really no, to me, concrete answer, because on one hand, you want to see him kind of get back to that rookie season form where he was just so disruptive and a playmaker. You always look to 99 in that rookie season to make something happen. Whether you're playing against the Carolina Panthers and the defense is just, kind of going, through the motions, and we can't get a game-changing play, and then he sacks Teddy Bridgewater and strips him of the football, and you're like, come on, this is what we need. and he steps up and delivers, or you're playing against the 49ers and you need a play and Daron Payne, hits the quarterback, ball comes out, and Chase not only scoops it up a la Sean Taylor, but he takes off down the sidelines and scores a touchdown because you knew your offense wasn't going to score a touchdown. You had to do it yourself. We had 2 defensive touchdowns that day because we had to. The offense wasn't going to score a touchdown. So the defense knew they had to do it. And, Chase was massive in that rookie season, not just with, sacks, but also with pressure, tackles for loss, altering plays, batting balls down at the line of scrimmage. He was everywhere, man. And his pressure in the quarterback and making him uncomfortable. He was outstanding in his rookie season. I think you want him to get back to a semblance of that, even if he's not all the way back. What we can't have is him looking like he did prior to the injury, where he had a sack and a half. I think a lot of people are going to look at Nick Bosa's trajectory and say, look, they're the same dude in terms of Nick Bosa had 9.5 his rookie season. Chase had 7.5 in his rookie season. Bosa gets hurt in week 2 or 3 of his second year, comes back and has 15.5 sacks. Chase has 7.5 sacks in his rookie season, gets hurt but see the difference between him and Bosa was Bosa got hurt like in week 2 or 3. Chase got hurt in like week 10 against Tampa Bay. It wasn't early in the season. So, to only have 1.5 sacks at that point in the season is pretty damn disappointing. Yeah. That said, we'll see how he bounces back. I'm looking for somewhere, I've said this already, I'm looking for somewhere in the neighborhood of 6.5 to 10 sacks, somewhere in there. If he has 8.5 sacks, I'll be elated, and I'll be excited and I'll be happy, looking forward to the future. If he's got 4.5 sacks this upcoming season and there's not a ton of pressure coming from him with those sacks, that's a cause for concern for me.
I agree. I completely agree. I think I have a little higher expectations for Chase than you do. I'm going to do a video about this, so spoiler alert. But, I'm expecting the floor amount of sacks. I'm going to be a little lower. I'm going to say 6. So it's a half a sack lower than you. I think the ceiling for Chase this year, if he's healthy and he learns some damn pass rushing moves, something, damn it, just something. The speed, the power, something, damn it, just something.
That's the reason why the ceiling can't be but so high, because you can't assume he's just gonna magically show up with a full tool belt.
Oh no, not full tool belt, just something. Just one thing that he can do besides what he's already been doing. Something that he alternates with. If he gets a full toolbox, it's different. The man should get like 15 sacks. But
he had something. He had a pretty good Rolodex of moves in his rookie season. Remember his very first sack? He got chipped. He spun off of the chip, went right around Jason and sacked Wentz. I haven't seen that spin move since. I don't think he is actually a spin move guy. I think that spin only came because he got chipped and it forced him to spin, and he just spun off of it. I haven't seen that spin move since.
I've not seen it since week 1 in 2020 versus the Eagles.
Exactly.
I agree. Sacking his current teammate. That's funny.
He actually sent him that picture on IG when he first got to Washington, when he was welcoming him.
I think I heard that too.
Yeah, it's so petty.
Come on, bro. He's like, hey, you don't got to take this no more, Carson. Welcome.
Yeah,
no more.
Exactly. So petty.
But yeah, I think about ceiling for Chase. I'm gonna say 11 sacks.
So not that far off.
Not that far off. Yeah. I'm expecting 8.5 to 9. That's my expectation.
I would love to see it. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I would love to see it. I hope I'm wrong.
I think he'll start off slow though. I think it's gonna be a very slow start. But, Chase!
He can't have that. When he plays, I think he's got to get off to a quick start to gain that confidence. If he gets off to a slow start, he's gonna hear the noise just like he did, last year, and I think it just continues to swell and to get worse. I think if he gets off to a fast start, he gains that confidence back. Then he becomes the guy that we saw in their rookie season, playing with abundance of confidence.
My boy commented this real quick. I just wanted to get to this one comment before we actually get to the rest of them. Chase and Nick both start comparing the two.
He's not, and that's what I'm trying to tell people. Don't compare them because they're not the same guy. Nick is a totally different animal, and that's why I keep wanting. But that's not what fans want to, look at it as. They just see Nick Bosa was the number 2 pick, Chase Young was the number 2 pick. They both went to Ohio State. They both supposed to be beasts. I need him to do what Nick Bosa did, and I'm like, they're 2 different animals.
2 different animals.
2 totally different animals. I agree.
Yeah, I completely. They're not in the same ballpark. Nick Bosa is a certified dog.
First of all, he uses his hands. He's so technical. Him and his brother have some of the best hands I've seen coming out of college football. Chase does not use his hands well. That's part of the problem with him getting to a quarterback. And Nick is explosive, just like his brother. Chase does not have that same explosion off the snap. So, they're not the same pass rush, and that's what I keep trying to warn people about. But, again, people going to hear what they want to hear.
For sure. So that's how I go. Oh, man, Nick Bosa. He number 2 pick in the draft. You better be Nick Bosa. That's probably he number 2 pick in the draft. You better be damn Nick Bosa. Go get damn quarterback. You number 2 pick in the draft. I don't want to hear that.
A lot of people feel. You spent that draft capital on you better get it done.
Right. You number 2 pick in the draft. Like, you're a top 5 pick in the draft, right? You gotta get it done. I don't care how you get it done. I don't care if you the Ryan Kerrigan type of guy that gets effort sacks. I don't care how you get them. Get them.
Yeah.
And get them in significant moments. Don't just be the Ryan Arakpo and get 2.5 sacks in a meaningless game. You down 30 points, or don't go get 3 sacks in a game. You get your doors blown off. Like no, get them in meaningful moments.
But that's right. That's when you want them.
Exactly. I tell you, Brian Arakpo. Like, dude's a 10-sack dude every year, but only 3 of them were in significant moments. He had 7 sacks against blowout fashion that we didn't care about. Yeah, guys stat numbers up and happen after that. So I just need Chase Young to be impactful when the game matters. It's in the balance.
Right.
If dude's a 7-sack guy, but 6 of them are on 1-score games, and they get the defense off the field and get the offense back on the field, whoop-de-doo, I'm happy. Yeah, if Chase is 8-sack guy, but he forced 4 fumbles and got a defensive touchdown, oh my gosh almighty.
Exactly. And that's what his rookie season was. It was only 7.5 sacks, but it was impactful. They were impactful sacks. They were game-changing plays that he was making. That's what you're looking for. People want to compare him to, and this is what we're guarding against right now, but this is where people think he's trending into a Jadeveon Clowney. They got a similar build, similar athleticism. Jadeveon Clowney's never had double-digit sacks in his career, but he impacts games, but the numbers don't always suggest that. You'd have to watch him to know how he's impacting a game. That's what people think he is. I'm guarding against that right now, but that may ultimately be who he is. We'll see.
We'll see. I think he's better than Jadeveon. I believe that, but it is trending that direction. It is. It's not looking too high. Chase ain't looking too high. I mean, you to heat it back up a little bit, buddy. Get together. Back to the draft. What was your favorite draft pick in the draft? I forgot to ask you that question. What was your favorite pick?
My favorite selection is the first one. Now, I love Jahan because I don't know about, it was good to see Curtis Samuel yesterday speaking to the media, talking about being 100% and gaining confidence back in his ability to just flat out run. All of that is great, but I still don't trust you because, you haven't given me a reason to trust you yet. So I just need to know that I can trust someone, and I feel like I can trust Jahan Dotson. He's my 1A. My 1B would be Brian Robinson Jr. I love that selection because, I was a massive Peyton Barber guy because of what he provided for us. And I felt like we really missed Barber's short yardage tenacity last season. And I think Brian Robinson not only brings that back to the table, but, then some. He can catch it out of the backfield. He can run in between the tackles. He's a more natural runner than that of Gibby, who was a wide receiver at Memphis. So, I like those 2 picks in particular. I love the Cole Turner pick too, but Dotson for me is the most impactful, and then I like Brian Robinson Jr.
I think our most impactful pick definitely is Jahan Dotson. I'm a big Jahan Dotson guy. Actually, I'm a Penn State fan. So,
you're a Penn State fan?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
I
from
didn't know that.
Pennsylvania. I'm from Lancaster, so
Okay,
yeah. So State College is like about 30 minutes from me. When
okay.
I was living in Lancaster, so I watched a lot of Penn State growing up.
Got you.
With
Okay, did not know that. Got a tone nugget just now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, born in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Lived there for a while. Lived in Philly for a little while too. So
Okay.
yeah, big Pennsylvania lover. I love my Penn State name lines, but not here nor there. So I watched Jahan a lot, and I was a big Jahan guy. I did not think he was worth the 16 pick in the draft when we got them, though. Honestly speaking,
And that's fair. That's fair.
But understandably so, you get your guy when you get your guy, as you would state. So I'm like, okay. So they wanted at 16. I'm gonna roll with it. I like Jahan personally. I don't have a problem with it. My favorite pick in the draft, though, was definitely Sam Howell. It's the fact that they got a guy in the wings that can develop, that can teach, that has the mold of clay. I know, he's only number 5'10". I don't give a hell. I don't care. I don't care, okay? He has the arm. He has all of the prerequisites of being a potential franchise quarterback.
Yeah.
He needs to learn. He's
cool, and you enjoy that, but
you want a guy who should be an impact right away, which is understandable.
And not only, I mean, that to me isn't, a big deal. It's more so he a 5th round pick at quarterback. Like, first of all, let's not act like I can't speak for anybody. I'm speaking for myself. I didn't love any of these quarterbacks. Matt Corral was the closest thing that I came to really feeling any of these quarterbacks.
I feel you.
So, Sam was, I said in my evaluation, he was a wild card. Like, he could go either way. He could turn out to be really good. He could turn out to be really bad. But he's got a really good skill set. But you don't know how he's going to turn out. I'm more.
You don't know.
I'm more of a, give me a guy that I know already about. I know about Brian Robinson Jr. I know about Jahan Dotson. So I don't know about Sam Howell. I mean, I've already said, if I had it my way, the best case scenario for Washington is that this dude never plays a snap for us in meaningful games during the regular season. And Carson Wentz is legit. He ends up being our starting quarterback. And this dude, we New England Patriot his ass and shine him up in the preseason and coax somebody into giving us a 2nd round pick for him, 3 years from now. That's the best case scenario, to be honest with you. I don't think that's going to happen, but that's what you want if you're a Washington fan, to be honest.
Yeah, and hey, that's something I did bring up too. I'm like, hey, if this guy don't play any meaningful snaps, and Wentz is the guy, and we're all happy for Carson, and we can move him for a significant draft pick, I'm completely fine with that too. Either way, but we have a guy in the wings which I like a lot.
Yeah,
we have not had this good of a quarterback situation since Robert and Kirk were here at the same time.
I agree.
In 2012, it is not even close. Could that be in the last 3 years? We had Haskins here, RP, one, and then we had the circle of quarterbacks, Axel from one leg to one leg like these. We had Heineke have his crazy performance. It's just, it was just no. No. We had Kyle Allen out there, trying to do his thing and trying to do a thug thizzle. It just, he didn't look bad, but it wasn't great.
Right. I'm about to say Kyle wasn't terrible. It's just, you already know, man. It's a glass ceiling on these dudes. You know what I'm saying?
It was very Heineke out there last year. Did some good things. I'm not saying Heineke was absolute trash, but he did cost some ball games and we didn't make the playoffs. So I'm just glad we actually have a legit starting quarterback.
Right.
What Carson Wentz is. We have a guy in the wings and Sam. If things do not work out, because we never know. Indy got rid of him for a reason. Jim Mercer.
I don't know. Did they?
Jim Mercer's an asshole, first of all.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's an asshole. So let's start with that. But on top of that, I don't think Frank Wright and Chris Ballard want to get rid of him.
I don't think so.
No. We are completely agreeing on that. I think. Why they sound like this? If they just traded him. Why they sound like this? What is going on? I'm like, they ain't want to get rid of him. Irsay's an asshole.
Irsay pretty much made an executive decision, so they had to go along with it. I mean, he's the owner. He signed the checks. They don't have no choice. They want to keep their job, right? Exactly. You just, hey man, I'm on board with it. Let's do it.
You value your bag in your pocket. I value to do this. We got super chat. Shout out to Jay Willard. Hey, shout out to you for pulling up.
What up, Jay?
What up, Jay? What good? Just
Jay Willie.
The chat, protecting Louis T. Much love to both of you, Lou. You trying to pull another finally the other night, bro. I don't know how Lou do this. Lou, how you do it, bro? I can't do it.
Hey, I wouldn't advise it. I'm trying to tell y'all, get sleep, man. Don't be like me. Be better than me. Get sleep. I always tell the youth of America, don't be like me. Be better than me. Get your Z's, man. Trust me. I want to sleep, but
we going crazy.
I gotta get it out here out the mud, man.
I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you at all. Hit that like button, please. Hit that like button. And now I think we you want to leave it to the commenters now. You want to
sure, man. Let's do it. Fire away. Absolutely.
Okay, cool thing. Let's do that. So hey, here's the StreamYard link. You one at a time, darn it. Don't put up 3-4 deep in here asking 500 questions. We're not doing it tonight. I will boot you off if you come in here at the same time as someone else. I'm not playing that. So if you guys want to stop in and ask me or Lou some questions, definitely do so. But yeah, I know you didn't know some Lakers stuff.
No, I did not know that. That's news to me, man.
Yeah, no, I did not always live in DC. So.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna say this because a Penn State fan told your job. That's my boy. Hey, shout out to you, Brody. What's up, bro? Hey, man, look, I'm from Pennsylvania, bro. Okay, you gotta leave me alone.
Nobody knew. See, you was withholding information, man. Ain't nobody know that.
I said it in videos before, but yeah. Penn State fan. You said yes, I'm a Penn State fan. Leave me alone, bro. You get college football guru, hit me up. I literally, you fools can't compete with my knowledge. That's my guy I used to work with. Man. That's my old coworker. Shout out to my guy, but I was straight high before we got Wentz. I was pumping happened this way.
Yeah, I mean that was high 11. I mean, I think Washington at the earliest was thinking second for Sam, and as you saw, no quarterback went in the second round. We only had Kenny Pickett go at 20. Nobody else went in the first round. No other quarterback went in the second round. We didn't have quarterbacks start coming off the board again until the third round. So the league spoke as to how they felt about this group of quarterbacks. So I just thought that was interesting.
It's just classic quarterbacks I was not a fan of. I was never a Malik Willis guy.
Me neither. I'm not either. But I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for the young fella. I'm rooting for him. But I definitely was not a fan of his either.
Yeah, dude's a Christian and all that. I wish him nothing but the best. I want him to succeed, sure.
Yeah,
but I just don't see him maturing as a passer enough for him to really succeed at this level. He's like a souped up Jalen Hurts.
That's what I said. He's just a faster, stronger armed version of Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, I completely agree. What's up, Lou?
What's up, Jeris?
What's up, Jeris? Hey, the link right there, Jeris. You want to pop in, man? This your chance. This your chance. The goats in the house. Yeah, y'all already know, man. I told you.
Red Wings. It's good.
What's up, Red Wings? Man? He pulled in my video sometimes. Shout out to Red Wings, man. Appreciate all the love. Indeed. Hey, all your OGs stopping by here, man. I remember these people from I was doing a weekly pick'em with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Way back in the day.
Oh, we go way back into time.
Think about
the upper room.
See, we go way back. I told me and Lou go back, man. Way back. That's my guy, man.
Right there.
Who's been your starting offensive line? Lou, I think we are. Who do you think will be our starting offensive line?
I mean, that's pretty easy. Yeah, Charles. If you're going left or right, Charles Leno at left tackle. You're gonna have Andrew Norwell at left guard. You're gonna have Chase Roulier back from the injury at center. You're gonna probably have Trey Turner at right guard. Yeah, I think he's gonna start. I mean,
Wes Schweitzer?
Yeah, because I think they value Wes Schweitzer's ability to play all three interior offensive linemen as a backup. I think they really value. I do as well. I love Wes Schweitzer. This is the last year of that 3-year deal he signed. I want him back. I think Wes Schweitzer is awesome. And so I think they love the fact that no matter what happens on the interior, he's the first dude off the bench and he can play all three, whereas Trey Turner isn't capable of doing that. So I think Trey Turner, they're all being reunited with their O-line coach, and John Matsko. So I think Trey Turner gets the nod at right guard, and then of course you got the young fella at right tackle. Yep, Sam Cosmi.
Big Sam. Big cars in the building. I completely agree with that.
So
I was saying Wes Weiser because he already had the continuity here already with the rest of the offensive linemen, but I do see what you're saying with Trey Turner because he really is a one position guy. He's really a guard.
Yeah, he can play both guard spots, but
he can't play center. But
he's not a center, right? Exactly. So you would
really
prefer to do that. But again, look, if he doesn't come in, if Trey Turner doesn't come in and play well, it could easily be Wes Schweitzer or Sadiq Charles for that matter. Who knows? You know,
I don't know about Sadiq, bro. I don't
and
know.
They like some of the things he did. I'm with you. I don't think it's going to be.
Yeah, it's just he's whiffed on too many opportunities for me. It's just he had the one chance he came into a game and got annihilated.
Yeah,
gosh,
he wasn't ready yet.
Spanked him 5 days and next week and 20 times on Sunday. They whooped that boy ass like he stole something. It was bad.
Yeah, it was a rough one. I know what game you're talking about.
It was the Denver game.
Yeah.
They had to play tackle too. So
that was the problem. He's not a tackle.
He's not a tackle. He's a guard. He's too small.
Yeah,
way too small.
He's a guard.
Why they do that to him? They trying to get him killed.
Well, he played tackle at LSU, so they was like, we're gonna give him a shot. But they knew he was more suited to play guard.
Yeah, they should have known better. They should never throw him out there to get spanked like that. Should have known better. Watch your comments in the comments. Y'all think we can go to Posse 2? Whoa. I'll read the rest of it. Pre-K, one of y'all receivers. We would be the first team to ever done it twice. Whew. Good question.
I mean, anything's possible. It's highly unlikely, but because Curtis Samuel has never had 1,000 yards in his career. Jahan's a rookie. So you would love to think, hey, maybe he comes in, takes the league by storm. We've seen rookies elsewhere do that. Now, I don't want to compare him to Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson, a couple of LSU guys, but we've seen guys come in and just absolutely tear the league to shreds. Could Jahan Dotson be the next one in line? Sure, why not? But the likelihood is, Dotson might get you 600 to 700 this year. Curtis will chip in with another 600, 700, 800 somewhere in there. And Terry's your alpha. He gets you 11, 10, 11. And that's, how they go about their business. Now, you'll still have one more year of that trio together after this season because Curtis Samuel will have one more year left on his deal. Maybe that year they could go, 1K across the board, but I don't know if that's something that I see us doing. And that would, and also what you're assuming is Carson Wentz is here and outstanding because with a rookie quarterback, it's highly unlikely you're going to get, or a second-year quarterback, Sam Howell would be, but he would be essentially for all intents and purposes a rookie because he hadn't, from an experience standpoint, it's hard to imagine him getting 3 receivers 1,000 apiece. So
Mr. Joe Burrow did it. Did he get
he's a different breed.
He a dog.
Joe was number 1 overall for a reason. Joe set the college football record for most passing yards and touchdowns in a single season.
Trophy and national champion.
All of that good stuff. So
who's been the biggest surprise as a cut? Ooh. And Jeris commented my answer already. So I will actually take his comment, and this is my surprise cut right here.
Cam Sims, really?
Cam Sims. Yep.
Oh wow. I don't see him getting cut because we don't have a lot of size at receiver. And he's a core. When I say core, he's a core special teamer, like one of the best on the team. I don't see that happening. But I mean, that would definitely be a surprise. A surprise cut for me would be yikes. I don't really know if there are any cuts that would come to me as a surprise because I think we know about most of the dudes that are going to make the team. I think if there was a surprise cut, it might be at tight end or running back, somewhere where there's a ton of competition and you just run out of spots. But even if they cut for instance, Jared Patterson. Is that a surprise to anybody? I don't think that's a surprise, right?
No,
like,
I wouldn't be surprised Jared Patterson.
Yeah, I if they cut Sammy's Reyes, is that a surprise? I don't think that's a surprise. Right. So I can't give you a surprise because I expect everybody to make the football team that I expect to make the football team. Like there aren't any, like last year, there were dudes where you were like, man, Steven Sims could get cut. Man, who knows that, they just brought in Adam Humphries. He could not make the team. Like you were talking reckless and speculating on all kinds of stuff. But
I was definitely saying that Adam Humphries might not make this team.
Yeah, see, it was people. I knew he was going to make the team. I knew he was going to make the team, but it was a lot of people. My guy Big Douglas was like, yo, he ain't making the team. Like, there's a lot of people that didn't think Adam Humphries was going to make the team. I'm like, yo,
I thought he would get hurt. That's why I put him on the team. I was
a lot of people did think he had an injury history, and so
yeah, that's why I put him on the team, not because of lack of talent, just because I thought he would get hurt. My surprise because Cam Sims, man. I'm.
That's a wow.
That's a wow. It's a wow. But hear me out, because
I'm listening. I'm all ears.
Me and Jeris had a conversation the other night. Deep conversation. I was like, okay, we'll be a guy. We cut that. People be shocked about. He had the same question Joseph asked, and we both said Cam. It was like, we think that Kelvin Harmon is going to get it together.
Y'all gotta let Kelvin go. He a tight end now, right? Like they still.
They officially. I thought it was just AGG.
So I think they still playing with it. No, I think Kelvin is a wide receiver still, because when you go look at the little roster online, he's listed as a wide receiver. Like, he's done. There's no way he's making a team. Like I got off that train. Like once he got injured, and then remember, he got injured, and then Ron got the job, so he wasn't able to prove himself.
That's true.
Had he played that year before Ron got here and had 637 yards receiving, Ron would have gave him a chance. But the fact that this man couldn't make the roster, and we were putting guys like Dontrell Inman and Isaiah Wright on the field, and this man couldn't get no run. What?
Oh, that was 2020. That wasn't last year,
right?
Yeah, but I mean, dude was coming on the ACL tear.
So he tore his ACL. What was it that year?
July 2020.
Okay, so he missed that entire season because he got injured. Okay, so because that was Ron's first year, so he didn't get a chance to prove himself. Right.
Exactly.
That's what hurt him. I thought he got hurt in 2019, but he got hurt in 20 because he played with Dwayne at the end of that first Dwayne's rookie season. They played together, and we got excited about what he could be, and then he got hurt that offseason. You're right. So, once he got hurt, and Ron pretty much said put him on the back burner. When he came back, I knew there was no chance for him. They'd already moved on, and he wasn't super talented to begin with, right? That was the reason he fell to the 6th round. Did we get him in the 6th round?
6th round. I'm looking at Cam. I like Cam Sims. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate Cam Sims at all. He doesn't play to his size.
I agree with that.
Like a 5'11" receiver. Right? He played like he's Jahan Dotson's height. Like, he don't use his size to save his life. At least Kelvin used the size he had when he actually played.
I agree with that to an extent. Like, we saw him go up and put his nutsack on Trayvon Diggs' helmet last year in the Dallas game.
About it. That was the one time
we don't see it often. I agree. He had the big catch against the Giants.
The fade.
On the little fade route.
Really get off me, boy. Give me
over. That's not really who he is, but he came up huge for us in 2020 when we had nothing.
No doubt.
He was massive, and Ron and company, they haven't forgot about that. That doesn't fall on deaf ears. So I think they
keep drafting receivers though.
They do keep drafting receivers, and it's crazy because they want to give him more opportunities, but they haven't. So,
like, and that's another reason. It's like, if you're not going to use the guy, why is he on this team?
Again, like I told you, even if he's not getting run as a receiver, the dude is a core. I'm talking about one of the best on the squad. If Troy Apke's one, and it's not if Troy Apke is one, Cam Sims is probably too. Like he's a dog on special teams.
Yeah, for sure. I can't disagree with that. That dude is a straight behemoth on special teams. Hey, Protect, are you related to Beast Mode? Oh my gosh. I even get Waka Flocka or this man Marshawn Lynch. Oh my gosh, almighty. I'm not related to Marshawn, all right, bro. I'm just strong. Leave me alone, bro. I go to the gym. All right. Let me go to the gym in peace. All right. God dang. Sheesh, damn. Question for y'all: who will be the MVP in Command this season and why?
And Cherry Squad, that's an inside thing. He funny, man.
I can't be putting insides in these super chats, bro.
Right? Yeah.
I can't be doing that to me, bro.
What else, Sonny?
I gotta become
My
a channel number 2. I'm
big money, Sonny. MVP for the league for the Commanders this year. That is really interesting because in order for this team to take that next step to be what we want to be, Carson Wentz has to play at a very high level, right? So I would hope that the MVP is Carson Wentz. I'm gonna go with Carson Wentz. In order for us to win 11, 12 games, Carson Wentz has to be good. And not just okay, he has to be really good. Because there's going to be a few games in there where he's going to have to put us on his shoulders and throw for 375 and 3 touchdowns. Like, it's going to be some games like that. So I'm going to go with Carson Wentz.
I'm going to go with Terry McLaurin, actually. I think that Carson's not played a receiver, played a receiver as good as Terry is.
Mm-hmm.
I think Terry's going to make Carson Wentz better.
Yep.
And going to allow him to, not to be Mr. Perfect, throw some wild thing. Like, all right, bro, I'm going to throw this wild pass. I want you to go get it.
Yeah.
They're like, I got you, bro. I did it with Taylor. I did it with Dwayne. I did it with Case. I did it with 100 different quarterbacks. You're the 100th and one. I got you, bro. Like, I definitely agree that Carson's going to have to ball out. But I think he's going to ball out because he has a guy there on the side.
Yeah.
Michael Pittman is no Terry McLaurin. I'm sorry. I don't care what no one says in the comment section. I don't care. I don't give a flying damn. He's no Terry McLaurin. Yeah, Alshon Jeffrey in his latter years. He wasn't in the Chicago Bears Alshon no more. So he was no Terry. He has not played with a guy that's good at wide receiver.
I agree.
I think he's going to make him that much better, and I think he's going to be the reason why Carson Wentz gets better. He's going to win games. He's going to take pressure off the other receivers. He's going to let Diami and all these other guys eat. Yeah. It's between Wentz and McLaurin, but I'm going to go with Terry just to give a different answer. But either one of those guys should be the MVP of this season.
And I would say look out for Montez Sweat.
Yeah.
That would be my secondary.
Sweat going to just wreck shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just wreck. This is going to wreck shit. I believe that. He's the best pass rusher. I don't care. I'm sorry.
I don't think you're wrong. And this is a pseudo contract year for him. It's not his last year, but if you want that extension next year, which is what you're aiming for,
you got to eat.
Then you need to ball out this year. Don't put them in a position where they're not sure. And so now they like, all right, yeah, we picked up the 5th-year option, but we're going to let you, play it out.
Yeah, rock it out.
See what happens, So this is, for all intents and purposes, this is a pseudo. It's not his, real contract year, but it's a pseudo contract year.
Because he wants the extension. He wants
that extension. Exactly.
And I want Sweat to be extended because I like Montez. I like Tez a lot. I like Tez more like Chase. Honestly speaking, I like Tez more like Chase. I'm a Tez guy. People get mad at me in the comment section. I don't give a damn. I'm a Tez guy. I like Chase too, but I'm a Tez guy.
Yeah, I think he's a much more
polished pass rusher right now.
I think he's a different type of pass rusher, but he is definitely I think more adept at getting to the quarterback right now.
Yeah, I agree. He just seems more polished as a rusher than Chase is. Chase still seems so raw.
It's crazy because that's not how I felt when he was coming out of Ohio State. I didn't feel like he was raw, And then after his first season, I didn't feel like he was raw. it was that second year where you like, bro, you're regressing. What is going on right now? And I've only got one answer for that. We don't need to go down that road tonight, though.
I mean, we can go down that road if you like to.
I mean, I've been down it enough, and
I don't want to go down it. Hey, the fans need to hear it, man. What's
I'm not. Look,
You're
man.
not gonna do it.
I'm not going down that road tonight, man. But I've bashed that man enough. I'm not gonna keep doing it. I just hope that they get better. Him included. I hope he gets better too.
Yeah. I want Chase to just. I want them both direction. I really want them direct.
Yeah, I mean, because it's so beneficial for the team if they're both good.
And they're so sack records and shit. And I'm like, hey, I want y'all to do it.
Yeah,
do it, damn it, do it.
They got me hyped. Chase got that sack against Cam. I'm like, yo, they might break this sack record. Yeah, I had to learn the hard way on that one.
He humbly put Cam Newton on that ground. I was like, Chase.
Here we go. He started to use his hands. That was all hands. That was a latch and snatch. I've never seen him do that before and didn't see him do it since. But that was a latch and snatch.
I'm like, whoa! Whoa, Chase!
I'm like, wait a minute. If he's doing that in year 2, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap. He's spanking the whole league. He throwing tackles on their ass.
He wasn't doing that though. He wasn't doing that.
I was like, oh, come on, Chase. So disappointed, but it is what it is. Sophomore slumps happen.
Yeah,
we had other number 2 picks had sophomore slumps. We won't be saying any names because his name will not be named. Bob Griffin III.
Yeah, Bob.
Trash. Bobby's trash. You know, we are. I've commented on your channel 100 times about Bobby. I'm not going to do it tonight. We're not going to do that. Yeah. Shout out to Michael White with the super chat. Very appreciate you. What do you think is our weakest part of our offensive line, interior or tackles? I'm gonna say interior.
So Michael, well, shout out to Michael White. Appreciate you coming on and blessing my guy Tones. But you are insinuating that there is a weak part of the line. I don't think there is a weak part of the line. But if there were, and we don't know what we're getting out of these Carolina guards, right? These are foreigners. We don't know them, so we can't assume they're going to be good in a Commander's uniform. So clearly, to me, it's the interior. I feel good about the tackles. I don't love Charles Leno, right? I don't love him, but I know he's reliable. I know what I'm getting out of him, and when he gets beat, I know why he got beat. Like Charles Leno is a serviceable starting left tackle, and I think Sam Cosmi, he showed me a lot. I was not expecting what we got out of Cosmi last year. Cosmi was outstanding. So it's definitely the interior of the offensive line.
I completely agree because outside Chase Roulier, we don't know what the hell we got. Trey Turner could be Brand Sheriff 2.0. He could just be ass. We don't know. And Andrew Norwell, I seen him play at Jacksonville. He looked okay. Seen him play in Carolina. And I saw the All-Pro season back in 2017. It was like Brand Sheriff's 2020 All-Pro season. I was not impressed. So it was just like, you got an All-Pro, cool beans, bro, but you didn't impress me, bro.
Yeah, it didn't look like Quentin Nelson, that's for sure.
It was no, hell no. No. It looked like a very good guard, like a top 10 guard in the league, but it didn't like an All-Pro season.
All-Pro, right. I agree.
So it was apples and oranges, cool beans, whatever, but I was, Shout out to Carlton Pagano Jackson with the super chat.
CPJ.
Say shout out to CPJ with that one. Appreciate much love to you, man. Ma, we in here representing to the fullest. Y'all in here, gang. Y'all see. I got a shout out to y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a special shout out. Shout out to the Bob, man.
MOBB. We ride. Stand up. We in the building. You know what it is.
Y'all stand up. Y'all in the building. And I am going to become part of the mob. I know what I'm saying. I'm like, I'm gonna hit that channel membership for Lou. I got to. Man. I know we been long time, chop it up, buddies. I got to. All the respect.
Hey,
you still live in the same area you lived in? Because I plan on being in this summer, so I might have to see my man Lou in person for the first time in life.
Yeah, I'm in Fredericksburg.
You closer?
Okay. Yeah, I moved.
Get the hell out of here. Say less. Say less.
Yeah,
we're gonna make that happen. Make it happen this summer. I'm making it happen. I'm making it happen.
I'm gonna try to get out to camp once or twice.
Say less.
So
me my pops. My pops going with me. My brother Byron coming with me. So
yeah, we might be at the link there.
And link there, you get to meet Papa Protect. You the one content creator this man want to meet. You the one. I promise you.
Like, tell him I said
it's you and Rio. It's you and Rio. He like, I meet that man Rio. Man, Rio, funny guy. What about that dude Louis T? Keep talking about him. What's up with him? I'm like, Dad, man, he a busy man. Got 3 kids. Can you leave this man alone? What we do? He's like, man, look, man, you gotta make it happen. Come on, so you gotta make it happen. I'm like,
tell Pops I said, what's up, man?
I got you for sure. What up, Tom? What up, Lou? What's up? What's up, Command? This podcast, what it do? D. Charles played more than 5 plays. That's a success. Have to play it off, Steve.
Hey, look, he ain't lying, man. I always think back to the first time they moved him to guard against the Giants. And the man pulled on the play, and you was like, oh, look at Sadiq looking all spry out there. And he didn't get up after the play. I was like, wait, Sadiq, bro, you know we 2 plays in, man. Like, what are we doing right now? Get up, Sadiq. I don't have time for this foolishness. Get up, Sadiq. Sadiq didn't get up, man.
I'm like,
it'd be a challenge sometimes with
like,
Sadiq.
Why, bro? Why you do me like that? Shout out to Jay Willett. Double up. We got to hit the double up on here. I'm gonna
double up, Jay Willie.
Yeah. Double up, yes, sir. So with this personnel, you think Scott Turner gonna show some scheming and creative offense from free wide to free tight ends. So versatile, in my opinion. Is Scott Turner gonna get a little freaky diggity this season? What are your thoughts, Lou?
It's possible. I don't know if we'll ever see 5 wide out of him. I think he's one of those coordinators that always keeps at least 1 tight end or 1 back on the field. You're gonna get a lot of You're gonna get a lot of 11 personnel. That's our favorite formation. I remember in his first year in Washington, I wanted to see more 21 personnel. I thought a lot of our best plays came when we had both of our running backs on the field, J.D. McKissick and Antonio Gibson. But Logan Thomas was a staple in 2020. They always have at least 1 tight end on the field. So, you may see, I think you may see a situation where you get 4 wides and a tight end, but usually, even if we spread them out, it's an empty set. But you actually look at the receivers, it's a back and it's a tight end and 3 receivers. So I don't know if you just talking about 5 wide, and not necessarily all receivers across the board. Yeah, I can see us going empty a little bit, spreading it out. 3 tight end sets. I don't think we're going to see that very often. I think you'll see it from time to time, especially when we get in short yardage situations. But I don't think they're going to, like, 1st and 10 come out in the 3 tight end set. I don't see them, from their own 29 or their own 37-yard line. I don't think they're going to do that.
No, I completely agree with that. I expect it to be very to little no 3 tight end sets. We might see that maybe 2% of the time in goal line situations. When they're like, oh, hey, we're going to put these 3 tight ends out here. Hey, we're going to go play action on these 3 tight ends.
Yeah.
That's cool. But outside of that, no. And as for the 5 wide, you want 5 wide receivers, that's not happening. You're dreaming. It's not happening. But, like Lou said, you might have a tight end out there, Big Logan, or, Cole Turner. One of these dudes is going to be out there tight end. And you'll probably have a back out there like Gibby or JD
or somebody like that.
Probably JD though. I see more JD than Gibby. Gibby might get more receiving work this year though. We'll see.
He could, right? Yeah.
That's something that I like to see it. I think 20 personnel gonna be crazy with Gibby and Curse in the backfield and Terry and Diami outside and Dotson in the slot.
That could be nasty. It could, again, I don't know if they like taking the tight end off the field completely. But that would be a fun personnel grouping right there, to have Curtis in the backfield along with, whether it's JD or Gibby, it really doesn't matter. And then to have your 3 receivers, like, to me, that would be ideal because you're getting your best playmakers all on the field at the same time.
You're getting the most speed on the field at the same time too.
Yeah, you're really putting stress on the defense. by doing it that way.
Speed out here. It's a lot of speed on these streets. I don't want to get scorched out here. Shout out to Michael White, double up. Michael White, appreciate you. Even the red zone offense is gonna be better this year. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and just off of the strength of Carson Wentz's ability to play off schedule, create plays when there's nothing there, does some of his best work in the red zone. So, I think the red zone offense, just off the strength of Carson Wentz's ability to extend, is going to be better. But I think the best red zone teams in the league can run the football in the red zone. We did that so well in 2020. We didn't do that very well again. That goes back to my Peyton Barber take. But I think now with Brian Robinson back in the, a bigger physical, downhill type back in the mix, I think we become a much better red zone rushing team. And that will help the red zone offense overall. So, yes, I do think we'll be better in the red zone. And not to mention you got a guy like Cole Turner, who was a red zone threat in Nevada, coming in here at 6'6", that you can run fades and things like that too. I just think we'll be overall better in the red zone. And maybe, we are hoping for a healthy Logan Thomas. That really hurt us in the red zone, not having Logan. Having him back as a huge red zone target would be massive for us as well. So, yeah.
Oh, somebody brought up the stadium thing. So we'll talk about that real quick. What are your thoughts on the whole stadium situation and them buying land in Woodbridge? And would you go to games if games were in Woodbridge?
Well, it doesn't matter where you put the stadium. If it's in the DMV, it's going to be traffic. So I live 25 minutes from Woodbridge, probably 25, 30 minutes from Woodbridge. It's a hop, skip, and a jump for me. I would love it if the stadium was in Woodbridge. But the fact of the matter is, I don't think they're putting the stadium there. But we'll see what they decide to do.
They might, though.
They could. Nothing's out of the realm of possibility, but we'll see what they decide to do. At the end of the day, I'll definitely go to the games, go to some more games. Like I'm not a game goer per se, but once the stadium is new, I need to see what it's about. So I'm gonna be up in the building a couple of times just to check it out, see what the game day experience is like, see what the stadium is like. I probably want to see a night game, see what the buzz is at nighttime. But I'm excited about a new stadium. But right now, it's not really on my radar. The FedEx Field license doesn't expire until the 2027. Yeah. And, Daniel Snyder's still shrouded in controversy and mystery as to whether if he's gonna be the owner, as far as I'm concerned. But I keep just kind of harping to the fact that if you don't know if he's gonna be the owner or not, why would you, allow them to build a stadium quite yet? So it'll be interesting to see, but
it's definitely interesting dynamics there with that whole owner situation and everything else.
I would prefer it to be in Woodbridge. It's closer to me.
Honestly speaking, I actually don't mind being in Woodbridge. Actually, a lot of people don't want. I don't want in VA. I don't want a VA stadium. Or be the VA commander. Man, you go to Landover.
Right.
You're going 25, 30 minutes out the way, bro. Like, Landover's about a 25-minute drive from my house.
And Landover's in Maryland, so what you saying?
Exactly. Another 20 minutes ain't gonna kill nobody.
Landover's in Maryland. 66. It ain't like it's in DC. It ain't. We're not the Maryland Commanders. So what's your point?
What's your point? Exactly. Like, we want an RFK. It's government-controlled land, moron. It's not. It's gonna get taken down and turn to condos. So shut up. We're not getting a stadium in DC. Miss me. Where are you gonna put it at if it's not RFK? The United got their crap. The Knights got their crap. Where are you putting it at?
Yeah, it's not a lot of space.
Where you gonna put uptown? You gonna put it in Chevy Chase? Where you gonna put it at? You can't put it nowhere.
Right.
We're like, I want a DC. Like, you can't put it nowhere. I know it's OTAs, but they had turn running with the starters over Bates. Something to keep in mind.
I mean, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked by that. They want to see what the young man can do. This is the time you do that. You stick him in there with see what he's going to be able to do. See if it's too much for him. And even if you like him a lot, he could be their number 2. I told you. What did I tell you about John Bates? He's TE3 for me. Yeah. Like he's no more than TE3. And you need TE3.
What are you low into at best, like you said?
Yeah, so
low into it.
I wouldn't be shocked if they've pegged Cole Turner as TE2. They just need him to get prepared. So again, it's OTAs. I don't put too much stock into it. I think they just want to give him an opportunity to run.
Yeah, you give him an opportunity to run, catch some passes, run some routes, see what kind of guy he is. I completely agree with that. I would love for Cole Turner to be tight end too, honestly speaking. Like, I think the kid has a bunch of talent. I think from the 20s to 20s, he's a better route runner than John Bates. I think he just had just as good as hands as John Bates, but he can create more separation. And in the red zone, the kid could be a monster. You could flare him out. He's with 6'6", 260, big kid. Flare him out with a corner. Is he gonna? What are you gonna do with that? He gonna just body you. Get off. Too small. Give me that. Run a slant. Stop me. Run a fade. Stop me. Like, it's so much more you can do with Cole Turner than John Bates. There's no offense to John Bates. I'm not saying the dude is a scrub or anything, but you can't do a lot with him. He's an inline tight end.
Yeah, that's what he is, more naturally. Absolutely.
And just a big body that can block and catch a pass every now and then. And ain't nothing wrong with that.
That's right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Everybody got their role. Nobody can be superstars. As Kodak Black would say, not everybody can be super gremlins. Chill out. Everybody can be super gremlins out here. 20 personnel with Cole Turner, tight ends, Flex Gibson, McKissick, McLaurin, Samuels, Dotson, and wide receiver be too vicious. If it was so easy, everyone could do it. I'm just saying, but we'll see.
So 20 personnel, you wouldn't have any tight ends on the field. Yeah, so that second number is the tight end. The first number is the running back position. So if you got 20 personnel, you would have 2 running backs, no tight ends, and 3 wide receivers on the field.
Yeah,
just for educational purposes there.
Yeah, agreed. Red Wings comments. My only real gripe was once the stadium goes to Virginia, the Ravens were marking themselves hard in Moco and PG. I see enough of those purple bird praise down here already. I mean, but you understand the DMV is the DMV, and if they're going to be Commanders fans, they're going to be Commanders fans. If they're going to be Ravens fans, they could take their ass up 95 to Baltimore and go be Ravens fans. I don't care.
I think
give a deal to me.
I think you're spot on, Tones. Like, they're going to make a decision one way or another. I don't know if the stadium being somewhere is going to alter that. If you're on the fence, then you might not have been a real fan anyway. Yeah. And so to me, the biggest thing is just win. You know, I've heard of more Washington fans converting to Ravens fans over the last decade just because they sick of losing and the Ravens keep winning, even though they're not winning a bunch of Super Bowls, but they win every year. So I think just win some ball games. That'll take care of a lot of things.
Yeah, it depends on part of Moco you're talking about. Like, Montgomery County's a big county, bro. So you talk Silver Spring, they don't care. They are right by DC, bro. It ain't nothing for them to take a 40-minute drive to Woodbridge. Miss me with it. Now you're talking they in Germantown or deeper in Montgomery County. Those people might convert to Ravens fans. I ain't going no damn hour and a half out the way to go watch these fools. Not doing that. So it all depends upon Moco or PG. And PG is, you go to Waldorf, ain't nothing but a 40-minute drive from Woodbridge too. Miss me with this location. It's not gonna stop this. Stop this shit. Stop, Mike. Stop. Miss me with it. Big Money Sonny, shout out for that. Double up. Appreciate
yes, sir. I got Big Money Sonny in the building. You know what it is.
You know what it is. Y'all really have faith in Joey, in this Sly guy. Come on, Lou, flex those pipes. I know I'm kicking the cheeks. Buffalo's mid-range kicks will hurt us.
He's a Sly guy. Sly guy. He's a Sly guy.
Yes, sir. I like Joey Sly. I
do too. I want to love him. I don't love him
too.
Yeah, I like him a lot. He didn't miss a kick for us last year, but all right, do it again.
Do it again. You would say, do it again. Do it again.
Come on.
Do it again. He's a fly guy.
That's right.
Jared, know what time it is. Jared, know what time it is, Mike. But bang, this has been a whoa. What, let me read this. John Bates is a Zach Ertz guy, and he's going to be tight with Wentz. He showed he could do some things at the end of last season. Don't about to comp there, bro. I ain't going to hold you because Ertz could run route like a wide receiver. But what are your thoughts on that? I disagree.
Yeah, no, I don't see that. Yeah. No, he did. I agree with him from this standpoint. He showed some good things at the end of last season. He was one of the few bright spots at the end of last season, but I don't see Zach Ertz.
I see like Kyle Rudolph. That's what I see.
I don't even see that. But I mean, like, he's more of Kyle Rudolph, because Kyle Rudolph was a solid athlete, but he wasn't a needle mover per se.
Yeah, I mean, like play style, like really good inline tight end. You might better flex him out if he was more athletic.
I see him as a Heath Miller type.
Yeah, now that's spot on. That's spot on. I forgot about big old Heath, man.
Yeah,
it's been a while. I really go ahead with this, bro. Y'all stupid. Put the stadium on the moon. I want W's. That's it. Time to win. I don't disagree with that.
That's right, Rev. That's right.
Oh, he's saying that he mentored him. Okay. No, he's a legit part of Zach Ertz's team protege program at college. Like Ertz actually mentored him. Oh. Now you're making more sense here.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Okay. He'll be really tight with him because of the fact he had the relationship with Zach. Okay. I can see that, but I don't think it's gonna translate to the football field. But
we'll see. Yeah,
we'll see. Ain't there else you want to say, Lou? Before we check out of here, bro?
Oh no, man. I enjoyed the show as I always do, and I appreciate you having me on, man. And again, I know I've said this multiple times, but I'm gonna continue to say it, man. Just so proud of your growth, man. And so many people hit me up in the DMs like, oh man, how do I start a channel and this, that, and the third? And I stopped giving people all the game, because I would pour so much into them, and then either they would never get it off the ground, or they would do 1 or 2 videos and then they would quit. And it was like 3 of y'all that were really like, I'm gonna do this. And you stuck with it, and I'm so proud of the growth that you've had, and you're continuing to evolve. I remember when you was doing these videos on a phone, and it was like a hostage video, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But you've come a long way, man, and I'm really, really looking forward to seeing what the future holds for you. But I'm proud of you, man. So really appreciate you having me on the show, and it's much love, man. Much love in this community for you.
For sure, man. It's all love in the Commanders community. First of all, I want to shout out Lou, first of all, because every time I have Lou on, I always tell everybody this story. My mom passed in 2019. You guys already know. I did put in my community tab the other day with her anniversary of her passing. And the first guy I talked to, besides family, was this guy, Louis T. Talked to Louis about it, and Lou was like, "Hey, man, condolences, and I was like, he's like, go and start the channel now, bro. Life is too short. You need to go ahead and do it. Like, go for it. I don't care how the quality of the videos look. Yep. I don't care if you stumble and fumble and all that. Just go for it and learn along the way."
That's right.
And I was like, still nervous about it. Just do it. I'm like, okay. Go ahead and do it. I waited a month after that, and rest is history, bro. So shout out to Lou, man. Lou's my first actual subscriber since I started this channel.
That's right.
So, by the way, shout out to Lou.
I told you, get it, man. So I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna support every step of the way, man. And like I said, and I've had a lot of people hit me up, talking this and that. And they're gonna do this, that, and the third, and they didn't. But you did. You were one of the few that actually did, man. So like I said, man, I'm really proud of you and the growth that and the progress you've made. And like I said, great things to come, and just continue to push and grind, man.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. Shout out to Washington Command. Send them to this last comment real quick. Shout them off for Command Post Live. Yeah, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be in the building.
I'm gonna work with you. Pac-Man, my guy. That's right.
My man Pac-Man D3. Shout out to Pac-Man. Hey, look, bro. I'm a lurker just like Lou. I know Lou probably watched the videos on comment. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of the same way. I lurk. Yeah. Like, okay, I stop by. I go over my day, but I will comment more, and I hope Lou does the same.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better at that, man. I'm getting better at that.
I know, bro. I understand. You are who you are. You are a lurker. You stop by. Okay, this what Tim upload. The Rico upload, I say less. So Tom's doing. I'm walking away. Like, that's just you, bro. Like, I can't get mad at you about that. Rico Prospects and simple, all the dudes that helped me out. Shout out to Washington Command Center. I'm glad I was able to help you, bro. You hit 1K today. So congratulations to you on your first major milestone, your YouTube, in your YouTube career, man. And I wish you nothing but the best. You keep doing what you're doing. Here to support. If you need anything, hit me up, bro. I'm here to do whatever I can to help people out, man. Lou helped me, so I'm helping everybody else I can help.
Pay it forward, man. That's what it's all about.
And shout out to Jeris. Jeris is a big help to me as well. You know what I'm saying? He taught me a couple of points of what he learned to hit the algorithm and things like that. So shout out to Jeris. Shout out to all you guys. Shout out to the Commands community.
That's right. This is one of the biggest ones out here, man. So yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Sure. Shout out to Lou, man. I appreciate Lou for everything. I appreciate you stopping by, bro. This is definitely dope. No. And I love to do this more often. I know you're a busy man. You got 3 kids, bro. But whenever you can stop by,
I always tell you, just hit me, man. I'll let you know what my availability look like. But just hit me in advance. Can't come at me with some last minute stuff.
Yeah, I will actually DM you my number, so there's another way you can contact me personally. I don't think I've done that before, but I'll DM my number now when I get a chance. And we'll keep in touch, bro. You shoot me a text or whatever. Hey, I know you. I saw you did the Kings, man. Y'all was going crazy, dude. Rico going crazy.
It was wild, man. It was a long time coming, and it was a marathon too. And I would appreciate those fellas for, them brothers for sticking it out.
Marathon. That was fun. That was fun to watch. Yeah. I couldn't stop watching. It was fun. One of the funniest things I've seen you do. Yeah. I mean, it's good to see you by yourself. Don't get me wrong, but
I get it, man. I was excited. to have them on.
I was like, the goats did together.
That's right.
Oh shit! Like, y'all the guys that inspired us to do our channel. A small creator like me, Tim, and even Rio, us smaller creators, bro. It's y'all that inspire us to keep going and try to get on y'all level. So I appreciate y'all for sure. You, Ed, and Rico, y'all the reason why we here, man. So that was fun to see. Hope you do it again. Have some love for the smaller guys, man. We need love. You stop by and show love. We got to pull up on you, man. We got to pull up on you. I think it's all fair, Lou.
You know what it is.
I know. But man, if y'all not subscribed to Louis T already, please do so. My man already has 20K. He's on the road to 21K already. 400 subscribers away. Go ahead and hit that sub button on Louis T from the Louis T Network, our GOAT of our Commanders community. If y'all sub to me, you part of the mob squad, hey, go crazy. Come hit that sub button. Come join me over here at Protest Sports Network. Do a lot of dope stuff. We keep things raw and uncut on here. I get a little hood on here sometimes, a little ratchet. Don't pay me no mind, though. That's who I am, okay? Leave me be, damn it, okay? Leave me be. Hey, yeah, man, enjoy the rest of y'all evening. Y'all take it easy on this hump day evening. I don't know if y'all celebrate Memorial Day weekend early. Y'all outside. Please be safe outside.
That's right.
Y'all be easy. Y'all be safe. Be healthy. And we'll catch you guys on the next video. And y'all have a great one. And let me see. Said see you soon, Lou.
Hey, I'll be waiting, man. I'll be waiting.
Next time we meet you and Jeris.
I'm gonna be waiting, man. Right at the chimney. Next time
it's me, you, and Jeris. No one else. It's me, you, and Jeris. Jeris, you hear me now. In the stream, you can screen record it, all that. Look. Me, you, and Lou.
I thought you put the link in there for him to hit you up tonight. Like again, man. About that action, boss.
Y'all funny. So who not sold to Lou? LOL. I mean, everyone should be sold to Lou by now, damn it. But y'all take it easy, man. Y'all have a great night. Peace, love, and blessings. Y'all be easy, man. Peace, good.